right, Shawn right here with Ron Harris at the conclusion of the 2017 New York Pro Championships here for the first time in White Plains, New York. And Sergio Oliva Jr. pulls off the victory, qualifying for the Mr. Olympia, which is very important because, Ron, when I talked to him, he said he was going to be skeptical about the Olympia should he win. Got a lot of personal things going on, but tonight, could have flipped the coin. He wound up victorious. You had him from the beginning.
Yeah, you know, conditioning, he brought it. I like Jonathan De La Rosa's physique a lot. I mean, he's got everything. He's packed with muscle, he got great shape, symmetry, proportion. Condition just wasn't there today, especially from the back, from the glutes, the hams were a little softer than they should have been. This was John showed to lose, and he lost it. And Sergio brought his A game and took it.
And John being the veteran, we thought maybe he was a little bit heavy, like we said when we first saw him. Sergio's legs kind of carried him through. John is strong from the back. This is a contest that could have gone either way depending on who you're talking to, but we do know for sure that John De La Rosa is headed to Toronto, very dejected in defeat here. This is his hometown. And on the other side, we saw Sergio Oliva Jr. win in New York, which was the last place his father stood on stage in the same state of New York.
Yeah, nice. Very nice circle of life kind of thing, right?
Absolutely. A big feather in his cap considering it's his first pro show and his first pro win. We'll find out what the rest of the year has in store for Sergio Oliva Jr. Certainly can improve. This contest was not ripe with condition as Hakeem Williams displayed. He was 5th place. Talk about Hakeem winding up in 5th.
Yeah, you know, this was a guy that easily, I think if he had brought condition like we've never seen before, I think he could have swept this show. I mean, if he had been in even close to the shape Sergio was in, with that type of mass and shape that he has, it would have been all his. But he was washed out, blurry, a little distension in the abdomen. You know, just another lost opportunity. Morel, I think, won. Also lost a shot where he could have possibly won this had he been super conditioned. Wasn't. I was surprised by this Luis Rodriguez guy. He wasn't on my radar, but what a surprise.
He wound up in 4th. I actually had him in 3rd. Juan Morel wound up in 3rd place. Could have easily flip-flopped the 2. Yeah. Not a lot of deep level of competition, but the show continues on the road as they go to Toronto. We'll find out how many of them actually go. Sergio clearly is the story of the night. In the 212, we saw Ronnie Walker wind up in the winner's circle. I think narrowly defeating a very conditioned, quality Shawn.
This is one of those cases where, you know, usually from the judging to the finals, not much changes. I really wasn't all that impressed with Ronnie. I had him in 3rd place during the judging. To me, he was flat, he was a little washed out looking. Something changed in a few hours, and he really filled out, tightened up, and legitimately won tonight.
I think that's the advantage of having a bigger frame. He actually did fill out and kind of came in a little bit harder, and Shawn kind of looked the same. Apples and oranges, it happens, and I believe Shawn's going to wind up coming back and actually qualifying before the year's over. We'll probably see him in Las Vegas, but right now the German, Ronnie Rocco, stands victorious, and he's headed to the Mr. Olympia Championships. Any other surprises here tonight?
Yeah, well, not really so much a surprise, but the classic physique, Breon Ansley, he continues to be very consistent. He was 3rd place in the first classic physique Olympia last year, and wow, he's just put together really well, and he poses so well, presents his physique. The hype going into the show was another New Yorker, George Peterson, who more massive, but the shape wasn't quite as pleasing. And Breon's just, he sort of epitomizes what classic is, and I think he's going to be a contender. You know, against definitely 3rd place last year. He's going to be fighting for 1st place this time.
He looks more improved and more seasoned as that competition quality continues to get richer with talent. Breon's going to be one of the last guys standing on stage. So there's our champions for tonight. We'll move this show on to Toronto as well as California. 2 shows next weekend on the same weekend. Stay tuned to musculardevelopment.com where we'll be bringing you some play-by-play action, paparazzi videos, interviews, along with our play-by-play. For Ron Harris, I'm Shawn Ray, musculardevelopment.com.